Friday evening to everybody. I hope everybody had a great week. How are you doing, Steve?
Okay, how are you doing, Jerry?
Um, Fine as frogs there. I have to find the chat. I had to find that stupid little. We got to find something better. We got to do something much better than this countdown thing we got going on here.
Yeah.
So, how is everybody out here in the chat? Let's see. Out here in the chat, who do we have? We'll go back to the beginning. Herb, you, me, Robin, um, Robin. Russ Meadows was out there. I saw Nancy.
Yeah.
There's Jason Rogers. There's that Midnight Scroll herd lady. Um, Shake, Salt, whatever her name is. Hi, Miss Shay. How's everybody doing? Everybody being so polite, saying hi to each other in the chat. Did everybody have a good week? We're just going to pretend everybody had a good week. And even if you didn't have a good week, from this point moving forward, you're starting on next week and it's going to be better. So, just a quick reminder, if you want to be a part of the after show hangouts or the Saturday afternoon hangouts, you've got to get up with Mr. Steve Nealon there and let him know you want to be added to the group chat where the link gets posted. If you're not on Messenger on Facebook, we'll make other arrangements. And if you happen to see this after the fact or you don't know how to get a hold of Steve, leave a comment after the video live has ended in the comments below, and we will be in touch. It's going to be a better weekend than weekends are always better, right? No. Life's only as miserable or as happy as you want to make it.
Pretty much.
One thing I try to remind myself every single day, if something doesn't go my way and I get upset about it, I'm not hurting it. I'm not hurting them. I'm not hurting anybody but myself, because when I'm done being upset over it, the problem's still going to be there. So you might as well just skip the whole be upset about it, smile, go on.
Oh yeah, it's this weekend or Monday is Thanksgiving, Canadian Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I heard John talking about that on his show last night. I was over there working on the cabinet that nobody can tell is there yet. And I heard him saying, somebody said something about the weekend before Thanksgiving, and he was like, well, that would have been last weekend, right? And I'm like, dude, we haven't even had Halloween yet.
Yeah.
And then it hit me that he's
Yeah.
Canuckistan, right?
Canada's Thanksgiving and our Columbus Day are the same day.
What?
Yeah. It's Columbus Day Monday.
I never knew that.
Yep.
So, what are they thankful for up there in Canuckistan? I mean, I know what we. Well, I can't stop saying that word. That's not where. What are we talking about? Please help me here.
Canada.
Thank you. Um, Lord, I won't. I can't stop. What I mean, here we celebrate.
Columbus Day.
And no, Thanksgiving.
Oh, Thanksgiving. End of November.
No, I know when it is. Wow. I was meaning more along the lines of, why do we celebrate? Okay, we celebrate Thanksgiving. Why? Wow, I just put you on the spot,
Say,
didn't I?
yeah, I was gonna
We should
say.
have talked about this. I got to make better notes. Talk to Steve before the show. Anyway, my point being, forget about it. Why do they celebrate it in Canada? What is it?
She said,
It's about the
Robin says it's all
harvest.
about the
Okay.
harvest. Yeah.
Okay. Now, see, I can get on board with that. I'm much better with harvest than I am. Thanks for giving us your land day. I mean, it's like summer ending and the harvest. That makes sense. See, they got it going on up there in Canuckistan. Canuckistan. Where did I get that, and why am I saying it?
A lot of us have said it around John when we called John a Kanakistani. Don't know. I have no idea where it came
You've
from.
got to stop saying that. The Pilgrims and the Indians. Yes, Robin. It was the feast between the Pilgrims and the Indians. They were thankful. They worked together. I don't know. We're bad Americans. We're privileged. We're born here. We don't know why. They don't teach history here anymore. God. Yeah, it's about the Pilgrims and Indians. Yes, we're thankful. It was when we landed here, right? And
It was the celebration of the harvest.
Yeah, the Indians shared with us, right?
And kept the original Pilgrims alive coming into the winter.
Right. Now, see, we're not such horrible Americans. We do kind of understand it. I just always understood it that we were just thankful to it was like, I don't know. I've always had a problem with Thanksgiving as being that day. It's like, thanks for giving us your land. And it's not really, they didn't give it to us, right? We took it. So,
yeah. I'm thankful for the turkey dinner. So,
the turkey dinner.
Yep.
Pour some gravy on me. If you haven't, you got to Google or YouTube that. Pour some gravy on me and watch the dance and turkey do the splash dance with the gravy to the tune of pour some
sugar on me.
Sugar on me. I can never get it right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we wandered way off topic. I don't know that we really had a topic. I've noticed that what is it, Robin? Oh my God, did I say something totally off?
I don't know.
I noticed that Robin from Robin's Buys and DIYs, and Billy from the Messy Scroller, and Jason from, I believe it's J&K Photography. I hope I got that right. If I didn't get that right, correct me, Jason. All posting pictures of the pieces that they're working on for the contest. I encourage everybody to share in the group. Start getting people involved. Start a discussion. Encourage others. Be someone's inspiration. Yeah, he's Steve is posting links to some of these. Jason said and J&K scrolling.
Oh, J&K scrolling.
Okay. Is that? Do you have a YouTube, Jason? Steve's posting a link to all their channels. I don't think any of them really have anything about the project, so to speak, up on their channels, but these are the people so far. We'd like to encourage people to post something in the group over here to kind of let us know who's getting involved. You know, a little.
Nancy says she's on.
Nancy, overachiever. No, that's amazing, Nancy. You know, how many are you going to do? Because you still have another 2 months. Yeah, that's amazing, Nancy.
And yeah, Jason says he's just got his scrolling on Facebook, not on his YouTube.
Robin's saying she's got to beat Billy, so hers has got to be good. See, this is what we're talking about. The fun, not cockiness, not being arrogant, and not being rude to each other. A little bit of fun ribbing back and forth. That's what the group's set up for over there. Post pictures. You do something crazy and it didn't work out, post pictures. I got a couple pictures I need to post. And Nancy said, "Who knows? She's having fun."
The whole point.
Yeah, that's the whole point with this. Have fun with it and encourage others. If all you're doing is your very best to do this project because you must win this contest and that's all you're doing, then you're just in it for the prize. And that, I mean, although that is what a contest is about, is kind of defeats the purpose of what we're trying to do here. Encourage others. Encourage others. I encourage everybody, if you have a child, a grandchild, a niece, a nephew, a neighbor's kid that the parents are okay with it. I don't know. Leave that part out. That might cross creepy lines, but encourage them to either do their own or do one with them. You know, our trades in this country, we're losing people like myself, people like Steve, and several others that I know that were tradesmen. When our generation's gone, the generation coming up behind's not, I mean, they're a little sketchy, and I'm pretty sure they're not teaching the generation behind them. So in another 50 years, who you going to call when you have a broken pipe? So I encourage you to get with senior people, elderly people, disabled people. Share thoughts while you share the project, right? Sit down with them, make something. Even if you end up both sitting back at the end of the day and laughing and deciding that that one needs to go in the trash and you'll try again later. If you had good conversation and you both had fun and maybe you both learned a little something, then the whole day was worth it, right? It's not really at that point what you created. It was the bond and the memory that you created at that point, and that is priceless and irreplaceable. And nobody can compete with your memories. So,
Well said.
I feel like I'm babbling. Am I just rambling and babbling?
No, you're making sense.
Does anybody have any questions about the contest? The delay is so awful. You don't know.
Yeah.
We'll come back to. I'll just keep on moving. I also want to remind everybody, if you would like them, we have the. This is the back of them. We have the shirts for this contest available on our website. All the proceeds of these will go into a fund to help others. As you know, we've already helped a few other people get some things they needed to help them recover. And I'm happy to say at least one of them I know is happy and is showing improvement. So my hat's off to them. But this is the back of it. It says Living Beyond Disability Fairy House Challenge with the art, as you can see. And what that says that you can't make out so well is I participated in the livingbeyonddisability.com 2021 Fairy House Challenge. And then we have that same thing with this on the front, Gnome Lives Matter with our logo, Fairy Lives Matter, and then plain with just our logo on there. Now, Steve, one thing I did not do, see, I'm trying to get better with these shows, folks. I actually made notes. So, I did not ask you how much these shirts were. while you're looking that up, I'll see. Let me get the chat back up over here so I can see.
They run $26 to $32 depending on size. Sizes available from it's either extra small or small up to, I believe, 5X. So,
Nancy, when you get yours up on your channel, you're welcome to share that in the Living Beyond Disability Facebook group. Share it in there, and you need to also send a link to that to contests at livingbeyonddisability.com.
challenge at.
Oh, excuse me. See, I was doing so good. Forget what I said. I'm gonna shut up. He's gonna tell you that.
It's challenge at livingbeyonddisability.com, and the link for that email is in the Facebook group and on the webpage for the contest. I'll put the link to that, and I'll put the link for that page on our website to in the chat.
Robin asked if there was going to be stickers. If we get enough participation, that's one of the reasons why I'd kind of like to know how many people we got that's getting involved. We may do something like that where we may put stickers up. I think we could put stickers up now for sale, but they would be stupid expensive. If we have enough participation, then we'll see what we can do about getting stickers for those that participated, or we'll do something. I don't know exactly what. You got to remember, I'm funding all this. I already have to pay for all the prizes, so we'll see. If by some miracle I got somebody to help sponsor it, then yeah, I would like to do. If we got a large enough sponsor someday, then I'll give everybody that participates a shirt or something like that. But right now, I don't know what I can and can't do. But we'll do something, even if it's an honorable mention. There will be a playlist. I think I screwed up what all I was saying. To enter the contest, you must email your pictures or your video. If you have YouTube, it can be a link to your video to challenge
at livingbeyonddisability.com.
And that it will be your official entry. And we will create a playlist on this YouTube channel here. And we will also on our website, we will also have a link to it there and who you are and all of that.
Yes.
So has anybody had any interest in the little secondary secret Santa thing we talked about? I know there was a little bit of talking, a little buzz right there in the beginning, but I don't think I ever heard anybody actually say they wanted to get involved in it. We got to have at least 12 people to make that work, and that's just for fun. We'll do a random generator. We'll draw. You'll know who you're making your project for, but they won't know who they're getting it for. And you make the project, reveal it in a video, and then we'll reveal them, and y'all can work out how you get the project to each other.
Okay, Robin is asking, when you create the playlist, are you putting people in order of their entry? In other words, if first people that get their video in is first on the playlist?
I mean, I don't see why not. I mean,
that makes the most sense to me.
We'll start the playlist right off the bat. So as you enter, your entry will go up in the playlist. I'm not going to sit here and hold it all and all my friends get to be first. It's not that. And please understand, you have until December 17th. It is only October 8th right now, right here today. October 8th. You have till December 17th. You don't have to be the first one done. That brings me to a question. I have a question. Who do I ask the question to?
Sorry, I now have a new niece. Great niece.
Awesome. Be your niece. No, your great niece. Yeah.
It's great niece. Yeah.
My question would be, are we going to accept multiple entries? Okay, here's where I feel about the multiple entries, people. I don't care if you enter 50, okay? When it comes right down to the contest itself, you're going to have to pick one that you will. Now, we're going to pick the top 12. Isn't that what we said?
I think it was 12. Yeah.
We'll pick the top 12, and if it's too hard for us to do that, then we'll drag it out a little longer and we'll post them all and make everybody vote on them. But if you are going to post more than one entry and you are chosen to be one to be voted on, or we do the mass vote on it, all of your entries count as one. Okay. So does that make sense? Am I making that clear?
Robin's asking who decides who wins. It will be a vote in the Living Beyond Disabilities Facebook group. We'll put up a list in there of the top videos, and it will be a vote to see who wins.
Yeah, that's what we will do. They'll be in on the 17th. Shortly after that, we will have them all up in a post on Facebook, and they will be up there for almost a week, close to a week. And we will pick the winner by the post that gets the most votes. This is why I say if you do 5 entries, you're hurting yourself and everybody else by spreading out all these likes across all these things. So if you want to do 5, that's fine. You pick the one that you want to be the lead. That's going to be the picture that's up there. The rest of yours will be in the comments to that. And only the total under the main one that you put up there will be what counts. So the other 4 aren't really helping you at that point. Does that make sense? I don't care how many likes you have on the other 4 under there. Only care about the overall post. That makes sense. Are you not understanding me?
Yeah. Nancy said yes, you were making sense, and Robin says she's said, "Oh, okay, I'm only doing 1."
Okay. Do you need to go?
No.
Okay.
No, I can't get to California in time to see the baby. So.
Well, I didn't. Yeah, but I didn't know if you need to make phone calls or any of that.
No.
I mean, okay.
Nope.
Okay. I just checking, trying to be considerate.
Yep. I am taking care of everything.
Okay, so see the thing the point that I was trying to get is, if you have 5 of them and 5 different things and they're all counting towards you, right? You can have your buddy go in and click all 5 of your things, and now your buddy just counted as 5 votes. But if it's one post with everything under it and we don't care what those are getting, it's just your post. So in other words, if your friends come there and the picture you chose isn't the one that everybody likes, it's one of the other ones, it doesn't matter. As long as they click that it's your post that they're voting for or they liked, then you still get the vote, but your friends' votes will only count as 1. Make sense?
Yeah, and we will have the list that people can vote on.
It'll make sense when we put it all up, I promise. And this is our very first contest, so see you, Jason. Have a great night. It'll all make sense. And I promise, if anybody has a problem with anything that we're doing, please speak up, and I promise we will address it. That's how we went from the birdhouse thing to the fairy house, gnome house challenge thing that we're doing now. And as far as I'm concerned, if we get enough entries in this year, we will make this an annual challenge that we'll do every year.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll have to see what kind of, oh, hey, John. Late. You know what time I go on? It's okay. I understand, buddy. I'm always late. When it comes to other people's shows, I'm always late. I'm gonna be honest with you. If it weren't for Steve, I'd be late to this one. Let's see. I think we've pretty much covered most everything that was on my major list of things. Larry's here now.
Hello, Larry.
The it was told to me that a couple of the other challenges that have been annual challenges didn't get but just a couple of people or a handful of people participate this year. So that being said, we'll have to see how this goes. Contests that people don't have to do anything to win seem to be the most popular, but I'm gonna make you do something. I'm not gonna make you do anything. I'm gonna encourage you to encourage others, to inspire others. I can't stress it enough. That is my ultimate favorite expression now. I don't know if I made it up or if it came from somewhere, but be someone's inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
That inspiration can come in 1,000 forms. But you have to have the heart and the mindset to be willing to be someone's inspiration before you can be someone's inspiration. Does anybody have any more questions about the contest or anything else? I'm going to push myself back now and show you all a little bit of what I managed to get done this week. Ouch. Good. I gotta take a second. That one hurt. Did you hear it?
Yep. Heard it.
Yeah, I think I just shoved my big toe out my heel, but the dog's even over here looking like I might have dropped my toe off. Wow. Look out, Bubby. I just did it again. Wow. Move. Back up. Back up. Move. Oh, yeah. It's already turning black. Okay. What was I doing? Oh, I was going to show y'all what I did.
Show what you did.
Will you please back up? Back up. Okay, I've got to turn something on to get the dog to go out of here. Otherwise, he's going to be like all up me. All right, now he's gone. Okay. Ow, was I in the right spot to begin with?
It's visible now.
Yeah, somewhat.
Yeah.
Whose great idea was it for me to be comfortable and be in this big fluffy chair? I shouldn't be comfortable, right? Okay, so without me jerking the camera all around, if you remember, the refrigerator sat on the floor right there. And then there was the blue toolbox was over there. This has all been changed, and I reused 4 drawers that I already had and made them fit here. That upper is the gap, and I was going to make a drawer taller to fill in that gap, and I just decided I like that reach through. I put things in the very front of this drawer. Oh God. I put things in the front of the drawer that I grabbed the most, like my tape measure and bits for the impact gun. So just makes it easier. And this whole thing here, I'm not going to pull it out right now, but it is all on a big frame and a runner, commercial runners. I can pull the refrigerator all the way out of there. I still haven't finished the other side, and you can see one of the doors that's done or almost done for Diesel's little containment here. I hate making a containment, but I really have to. Him being my service dog, and when things go wrong with me and EMS has to come in, you know, that whole process in itself excites him, and then the people excite him. So I need to make sure that my dog can be contained and not hurt anybody. Because I don't want my dog put down over it. I will show tomorrow in the hangout what the rest of this is looking like. If you remember, that area right there where you see that saw now has always been covered in junk, and all of this has been covered in junk. That was just a buried wasteland right there. The upper cabinets are already starting. That is all sewing and vinyl stuff, and that right there is garbage bags and, you know, food and snacks and stuff like that, of course, right above the fridge. And then there's some tools up here, and then these cabinets are being cleaned out and things added to them that are all of the, I don't know what word you use to describe what I have. A craft store stock? I don't know. What do you call it?
I mean, I was gonna say you pretty much do have a Michaels or a in stock of it anyway.
Yeah, I don't know what you call it, but tomorrow during the live, I'm going to be bringing out totes and totes and totes of just that craft stuff that has to be organized and put up here. I always keep different forms of clay. I have probably 5, 6, I think 5 or 7 different types of clay, different types of foam for molding with. Just, oh my God, it's just crazy, insane merchandise. Yeah, I can. Robin said her room's like a store too. Robin, I guarantee you, when I get this set up, you could come in here and actually do a haul out of here and be like going to Dollarama. Best Dollarama ever. It only has the stuff you want and nothing you don't. So that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. I've had a relatively good week. I've had my personal craft store. Yeah, that's it. That's the way Amanda grew up. I mean, Amanda grew up. She went through the whole fad of wanting to make beaded jewelry, have all that stuff. The whole thing where they did all the tie-in to make all that stuff. Tons of that stuff. Tons of regular jewelry stuff. The stuff to make rings, all the tools and stuff from where I was doing coin rings and flipping coins inside out to make rings out of them. Oh Lord, the stuff that I have for sewing, all the leather and canvas material and cloth, and then all of the yarn for the knitting and the crocheting and all of that, the needlepoint and all that stuff. It's just insane. Just insane. But it's all stuff that I did, and I've raised Amanda to do these things too. So she gets even more excited when we start getting crafty, because that's what she likes to do.
Do you have a video on the coin rings?
No, I do not have a video on the coin rings. Way back in, say, 7 years ago or so, in my photos on my Facebook page, my personal Facebook page, there's a whole bunch of pictures and stuff on there where I was doing the coin rings. I was doing birthday rings where people would, like, whatever year they were born in, I'd try to hunt the quarter or the whatever specific coin they wanted, and I'd flip them.
Hello, Chris Nealon.
Mr. Chris.
Larry says he's using a drill press to make yo-yos.
Huh. Don't turn it on with the finger in the string. Just just feel like I need to say that for some reason. I'm gonna leave all that alone. So, does anybody have any questions? I know that doesn't seem like a very productive week, but I did every bit of this myself. I built the whole frame under there. I actually unloaded everything out of that little refrigerator and managed to walk it up in my lap and then walk it up on that drawer by myself, and then reloaded everything into it. And everything that was in that toolbox ended up getting organized in those drawers. Some of the things I had in the cabinet went in the drawers. I have everything. You can't see it here, but there is a piece of material right there. But I have everything here to do 2 more 4-drawer. I don't know how you say that. 4-drawer stacks. No, 4-drawer, 2 stacks. That's it.
Yeah. 2 more drawer stacks with 4 drawers each.
Yeah, and they're like 6 or 8 inches deep, each one of them. And then there's 4 of them, one for there and one for over there. So ultimately, by this time next week, we'll have 7 stations in here, because the part that you can't see, and I don't know if you ever saw, maybe on occasion, is this first 8 feet over here was just buried. It was all done. It was completely done. Even the countertop and everything done, wired and everything. The one place in this room that was actually finished wired, and it was just buried where you couldn't even hardly use those plugs. But that is completely cleaned. I'll be cleaning out from underneath it. So that first 8 feet will be getting a little mid divider upgrade to it. And those first 2 stations will be done by this time next week. These 2 stations are done. Those 2 stations, I don't know. That one will. These 2 right here, it's going to cost me about another $60 to buy the flooring that I was using to finish out this countertop, and that's just not in my budget right now. So that may have to wait till after the first of the year, but I'll get as much of everything else I can get done except for maybe the countertop.
John S. has joined us from John S. Casting.
Hi, John. Welcome. Thank you for coming.
And Larry says he's accident prone, but not that bad to put a string on a drill press.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider that an accident if it happened.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Check that out. I can't whistle, It makes me
And now.
so mad. Makes me so mad. I sit here and try like hours a day trying to figure out how to whistle again with no teeth, and every once in a while maybe squeak out a noise. But when I have these tics, I whistle all kinds of things perfectly, and it makes me so mad because I can't do it just like that right there. I'm not even going to attempt it because it's going to sound so stupid with my little with my little yeah, I did it anyway. So
and Charles says that he can only whistle inward.
I can whistle inward, but not controllably. But that little woohoo thing that I just did whistling, that's a tick, and I can whistle perfectly. I'm not going to do this, and especially not going to do this live, but it makes me so mad because that was so perfect.
Yep.
Okay, so no more questions about the contest. How many people do we actually know for sure we've got involved so far? So far, we know we got Billy Burt. We have Robin. Nancy.
Jason. You.
Me. The 2 kids, so that's 8. Shay.
Yeah, Shay said she would be doing one.
9. Chris says late to the contest. I can't even talk. Take it.
Late to the show. What contest? Okay, there is a fairy gnome house, ideal fairy gnome house challenge on our website. It's also in the Facebook group with all the rules and stuff. I'll repost the link to the website so it shows everything. Okay, now I don't remember what I was saying.
The only rules are it has to stay within a 12-inch by 12-inch by 12-inch cube. No bigger. It can be as small as you want, but you can't get any bigger than that. And you can use any materials you want, any tools you want. The premise behind it is to be inspired, have fun with it, inspire others, try to inspire others to get involved in what you're doing, and have fun with it. We encourage you to make it as a Christmas gift to give to somebody, or just as a gift in general to give to somebody, but not necessary. And we have 3 levels of prizes. One's a rotary tool set, and then there's 2 stages of things from our store. I don't remember exactly what they were, but.
And the deadline on it is December 17th. And Charles is making updates on his own.
Got lots of time, Chris. Lots of time. Just Google fairy houses and gnome houses, and then go crazy with the idea.
Yep.
Yeah. And this is what I was saying. If you learn to do something new, share it in the group. If you do something unique that most people don't do, or it's just something really unique, share it in the group. You know, this is to be inspiring. So even though we're in a contest together, it'd be nice if you'd inspire each other and encourage each other to learn new ways of doing different things. You know, if you've never done paper mache, maybe somebody could teach you. If you've never done paper mache, ask if you want to learn. Maybe somebody in there knows. If you want to make paper clay and you've never worked with that before, that's some amazing stuff. If you've never worked with paper clay, I suggest you stay away from the flour-based paper clays. If you are going to use a flour-based paper clay, make sure you put in a tablespoon of salt for every 1 cup of flour you use to make sure you kill any mold that'll ever try to grow in that stuff, or you're going to create a project that's going to be rank.
And Mr. Gatton has joined us.
Howdy, Mr. Gatton. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Blame Mr. Gatton for me being on a StreamYard. Why, did Dave have a show going on and I didn't know it? I hope not. I do my show every Friday at 9. I tried to figure out everybody's schedule before I picked this time. Nobody seemed to be doing anything on a consistent basis at this time, so I chose it. If somebody else has a show, I apologize. Air dry clay. I like air dry clay too. My only pet peeve with air dry clay is if it's too thick, it cracks or it takes too long. What I like about the paper clay, if you make it using drywall compound and glue, just regular white glue, and I use the cellulose paper insulation you can buy in a great big bag of it. Usually you can go into one of the big box stores and they've got a thing of it that's been busted open in a garbage bag, and you can buy it for a little and nothing. That'll make enough clay for 100 people for a lifetime. And I just take that up and break it up in there and mix it up until you get a consistency of clay. You can spread it, you can sculpt with it, and you just add a little bit of water to all that and just mix it all up. And that I like because you can put it in the oven somewhere between 160 to 190 degrees for about an hour or so. And if you're not more than 1/8 of an inch thick on any major layer, it'll be completely dry and hard as a rock. If you go 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, you have to leave it in there 2 or 3 hours. But it's literally like a rock. Oh, Dave got us. Oh,
Dave got Charles started on StreamYard, and that's what got him doing his constant lives.
interesting clay instructions. You can YouTube it, how to make paper clay. It's if you don't use the sheetrock mud, the joint compound, the sheetrock joint compound, if you don't use that in it, it doesn't tend to want to stick to a lot of things. Using the joint compound in it, if you took like I think it's like 2 cups of joint compound, 6 cups of sugar, 6 tablespoons of salt, and about 4 3/4 cups of water. Mix all that in with about 3 or 4 big handfuls of cellulose. It'll make a giant bowl of clay, and that clay will stick to wood, plastic, glass, cardboard, stainless steel, aluminum foil. I didn't find anything that I couldn't get it to stick to, and it dries like concrete. So anyway, I just gave away my family recipe on making paper clay.
Yep.
All right. Do we have anything else important to talk about? We never have anybody important to talk to. We always. What am I saying? None of you are important. Oh my God, that's not what I'm trying to say at all. What I was trying to say is everybody we talk to is important.
Yeah. And like I say, if anybody wants to join the after show hangouts or the Saturday hangouts, get on me or let me know in the chat or in the comments, and I will add you to the group.
Robin's like, yes, please keep talking. Keep talking about what? I feel like I'm just babbling. Yeah, Nancy, when you're making yours, are you using a joint compound with it? The other thing that I found was the porcelain cement powder you can get in the little buckets or the bags at the big box stores for doing small leveling jobs. You mix it up and it like seeks its own level. It's like hydraulic concrete, kind of like stuff, really really thin, but it's strong. If you mix that in places, some of that's what I use. I use it in a joint compound, but it won't last long. The recipe I gave you, if you keep it in the refrigerator, you can keep it for about 2 weeks. Oh, using the Crayola air dry clay. Yeah, I have 2 big tubs in here. I really wish I could remember what that stuff is. I've not really used it. It's like really airy and foamy and really weird kind of clay. But I experimented with it, and it is literally, I smacked a piece of it with a hammer, and instead of breaking it, shot out across the wall. I was wondering I didn't break the window over there. Yes, I will be doing a project too. I figure I'll start mine about December 15th. Because mine doesn't count. I'm not in the contest. I can't win my own contest. My daughter and Chase, Steve, myself, we had said Shay. I don't know where we still stand on that. We don't count. We're all doing one, but we don't count. We're not part of the contest. We'll just post what we do, and that's it. I think if Shay's going to spend the time to do it, as busy as she is, she ought to be able to compete in the contest.
Yeah.
But as far as you, me, Steve, Chase, or Amanda, we don't count.
Right. Yes, Robin. That's his microphone.
Yeah, why is that a problem? Need me
Well,
to
no,
put my
it had never
thing away?
it had never been out on camera before, so she was commenting on it.
Yeah, I try to usually keep it put away, but I thought I would. I mean, show it. It's all shiny. I thought I'd flash it a little bit. Herb says yes for Shay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we've made it for 3:53 minutes. We can sit here and stare at each other, sing kumbaya, or tell random dad jokes for the next 7 minutes to make it a full hour. Or we can go ahead and end this bad boy, and we'll get the link posted up, and we'll have us a good old-fashioned hangout.
Yep.
Everybody ready? Ready? Everybody have an amazing weekend. If you're coming to the hangout, I'll see you in just a little bit. If you're coming to the hangout tomorrow, I will see you tomorrow. If not, I will see you next Friday. You have an amazing weekend and a safe, productive week next week. Be safe and be someone's inspiration. I've said this before. I'll say it again. If you can capture by photo a random act of kindness and post it in our Living Beyond Disability Facebook group, we will send you something from our store. I've been saying this for 5 times now. Not one random act of kindness. When I was out and about working in the world all the time, I could have done this. I could have posted 5 or 6 of these a day. The reason I'm posing this to you, it's not that they're not happening out there. I'm trying to make you more aware of your surroundings. If you start becoming more aware of your surroundings, you'll actually see there are more random acts of kindness out there. And if you just aren't seeing random acts of kindness, how about do one of your own? And
There we
that be
go.
your reward. I'm not going to give you something from the store for doing that. That needs to come from the heart. But anyway, we love y'all. Have a great week, amazing weekend, and we'll see the rest of you in just a minute.
Yep.
Bye.
Night all.